Okay, I am going to test the Firefly toothpick replacement for my Swiss Army knife. I have the one-handed trekker here. This is a ferro rod that will replace your toothpick and create sparks. So it fits in like so. Fits snugly, have no issues. And to use it, it's recommended by the manufacturer that I've seen them use the spine of the saw. Okay. Hold it like so with two fingers, with this finger supporting it, and a decent amount of spark. Is that enough to light something? That's what we're here to find out. So I'm going to use 5 natural materials that I just used for my Bushcraft USA Bush Class 2 certification, which was to light 5 natural tenders with a ferro rod. Now I use something more substantial than this. We'll see if this can do the same job as my ferro rod. Let's get to it. Some bone-dry grass clippings. Okay. As you can see, what I'm trying to do is I leave the knife in there and then pull this away. It's not quite the same, quite as easy to do the same as you might do with a regular ferro rod. Let's move on. Okay, some fat wood shavings and scrapings. Okay, success. Okay, here we go with a little birch bark. I got some scrapings there I'm trying to light up. It's not happening. Not yet. Okay, I scraped up a few more of the scrapings, see if that would help. In fairness, I didn't have that good of a preparation for that birch there, so let's see if this helps. Just snapped. Huh. That's no good. All right. So we'll light it. I think my prep was kind of crap. I'm willing to give it a break. Okay. Okay, there's some fluffed up cattail pod fluff from last season. Let's see how this works. And that's great. So, with the right bed of dried grass or something else, that would have caught. Okay. All right, here's a cotton ball and Vaseline. That works. I had a little trouble with the birch bark. How did I do? 6 of them. 5 worked easily. 1 gave me trouble. I'm willing to bet that that was more preparation on my part than the device itself. So, all in all, I mean, it works. There's no doubt. I don't know that I'd want it for a primary, but it's a nice to have. And you know, I did snap one, but I was getting a little frustrated with the birch, so I was laying into it pretty good. I don't know that it's fair to criticize it for that, because that could have just been my frustration being the trouble. And once I got the birch bark prepped a little better, I didn't have a lot of the paper from the bark in one spot. I kind of had it a little bit, you know, it was, once I broke it up, concentrated it in a little pile, and I got a good spark on it, it went right up and I was able to light it. So I will go with that my prep was not great, but it had to be done well. In all these instances, I think the prep had to be done well for this to work, which isn't to say that that's untrue in other instances. You know, you have to make it right. You know, you have to do a good job. I was getting a little lazy because everything else had been so easy, to be quite honest. So less than a condemnation and more of a fact that everything else, just like you saw there, everything else went so easily. I thought the birch bark would go easily, and I got a little frustrated when it didn't. When I took the time, did it right, it worked. So, success, I think. Thumbs up.